Guys, the big question today is whether you can win in the long run in Football Manager by using a defensive tactic. Now, I've talked with a lot of people about this before, and I hear over and over again that, oh no, so-and-so used a counterattacking tactic, or I used a defensive tactic with certain teams and I got promoted, but then the game figured it out, or it stopped working, or whatever. Look, based upon the work and the research that we've seen, we know that in Football Manager, the computer is incapable of learning what your tactic is and of doing all this fancy stuff. The way that it actually works is the game engine just sort of does what it does. There's a lot of random number generation going on, which makes it so it looks like you're not having the same results time in and time out. But the truth of the matter in Football Manager is that your tactic is going to work the same way in general in the match engine, regardless of like the level that you're at, regardless of how long you've been using it. None of that stuff really matters. The game engine doesn't know about that, all right? So the big question that we have is, since we know that gegenpress tactics and attacking tactics work, the big question is, can you make a defensive tactic that works long term? In other words, could you make up a defensive tactic that would be part of like the KNAP tactics, or would qualify for long-term testing on FM Arena, or would, you know, be so good and so versatile that you want to upload it over to FM Scout or over to the official SI forums or something like that? That's the big question that I have, right? Like, is there a way that you could design a tactic that is so good that is defensive in nature, that is a tactic that has no attacking, a tactic that's just a defensive tactic, you know, negative type approach, not positive, but cautious, defensive, that sort of thing? Can you come up with a tactic like that that wins year in and year out? And if you can, let us know down below. Let's have a conversation about this and see what people can come up with. That's about it. Bye-bye.